Okay, here's the video I promised you yesterday on how to create a new project for CIS251 C++ in Visual Studio 2017. And I've been told everything will be taken care of by Monday of next week in our lab, so we should be good there. Okay, so the first thing, File, New, Project. Okay, you want to make sure you select C++, come down here to Other, select Empty Project. Okay, so Visual C++ Other Empty Project, and then we're going to browse for our jump drive here in 251, and there's our projects directory. This is asking for a folder. It's not asking for a file name, so just put it in your projects directory. All right, so this will be project 0, just for discussion purposes. And it builds an empty project. So if you come over here to the Solution Explorer and right click on source files, we're going to add a source file. So add new item, make sure it's C++ source file, and we'll change this to project 0. You can call it the same thing as your project. Add. All right, I'm going to save this thing. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. I prefer to open up that student template that we saved in our template directory and save it as a notepad because it's lighter weight. It's just easier for me. I just don't like bringing stuff in and then having to take it out. You can if you want, but here's the way I do it. Okay, I just open up Notepad and open student template. I saved it as a text file. It's not going to matter. It's all text anyway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and copy all this, right? This is what we downloaded from, well, we downloaded it studenttemplate.cpp, and I opened it, copied and pasted it in a text file, and then saved it as .text. But you can do however you want. This way I ain't got to worry about something floating around in here. So now I can just paste all this in here and save it again. Okay. I think in class what we did was we filled out some information. This is a multi-line comment, project name, project 0, author is me, description, blah, blah, blah. Now, you can put something more meaningful in there. I'm just getting the habit of doing that. That looks good when an employer looks at your stuff. We talked about these are the include files that we need to manipulate the input-output stream, which is between the keyboard and the program, back and forth. We talked about function prototypes and function declarations, which we will get into later, but I put comments in here so you know where everything goes. Declarations are for variables, input. We use CIN and COUT, remember? Processing. Now this one's all it's going to do is output hello world, okay? Now there are 3 things in this IO stream that we use. One is called COUT, where you output data information to the input-output stream, like to the screen. CN, where you grab data from the keyboard and place it in memory. And then ENDL, E-N-D-L, which is a new line, okay? And remember that every line that ends, that needs to end in C++ as well as C# and Java, end with a semicolon. Visual Basic's different, all right? So CN, oh, excuse me, COUT. There's no input here. What are we going to output? Hello world. Okay, so you could also do the end L in here too if you wanted to. End L, do it on the same line and put your semicolon in there. Or, I'm going to put a semicolon and comment this out here. Do a separate line. You can have multiple things in there. Notice that it's left pointing or less than chevrons, and I'm just going to put an end to L. And what that'll do is it'll output this to the screen, give me a new line, and then system pause will pause the screen so that it doesn't go by you so quick. So if I do let's save it and do F5 to run it. Maybe this will be a little faster than the teacher station, I hope. I wouldn't count on it though. You might want to, oh, there we go. Okay, it's coming up. All right. Hello world, there it is. Press any key to continue, boom, okay. That system pause has to be in here if we're doing if we're in debug mode. Now, if you were doing release, you wouldn't need that. Okay, it wouldn't do that. That's just part of the debug stuff. So there it is. Really just the setup's the only difference between 2015 and 2017. So hopefully that'll clear things up for you, and I will see you next week. Thanks.